Hi folks, welcome to the Prepared Homestead. This is Travis. Thank you all for stopping by to watch. Well, I got a little bit of confirmation for all of the topics that I talk about and how I say it's going to get bad, folks. And we haven't even gotten to the bad part yet. To get yourself ready, because I saw this morning in the news that the Pope agrees with me also. It came out that apparently he's had some vision, and he sees omens that the future for humanity is pretty dark, there's a lot of desolation and destruction. He said that even though we've been through some pretty rough period of time for the last few years, that he believes that it's going to get much worse, and that the hurt and the pain and the sorrow is going to get worse. Now, I'm not a Catholic, and I'm not going to sit here and talk about any type of potential conspiracy theories on why he said this or not. But I will just say this. I believe that he's correct. For whatever reasons, whether it's divinely inspired or for something else, I believe that he's correct, and it's something that I've been trying to spread that message on this channel for such a long time. And it's not because that I've had some kind of divine vision or because I have some deep inside knowledge. It's because that, well, like many of you, I can just kind of read the tea leaves. I can see what's happening. I can keep my eyes and open and my ears open and actually comprehend the things that are changing and happening in the world. I don't believe personally that it takes too much of a genius or some deeply spiritual person to figure out that the times that we're living in are pretty rough. And I know that it's tough sometimes because we get burnt out. We have our daily lives. You know, we're still trying to figure out how much we should still be planning for the future in a normal life, and how much for this desolation and destruction future we should be planning for. You know, should we still go ahead and plan for that vacation or retirement or our child growing up and going to college, or should we just be in all-out survival mode? That's a question I can't answer for everyone, but I can tell you this. It does look like on every account that we are headed into some pretty perilous times, much like the Pope said. And it's not that I enjoy that thought or embrace it. I guess that, to be honest, part of me does. Only from the sense that I have come to the position actually quite a while back that this world, our government, and our culture and civilization is probably too far gone. You know, the house is too far deteriorated for it to be rebuilt, for it to be remodeled. The only thing that can kind of save us now is to tear it down and just rebuild a new one. And I don't know that necessarily is going to happen, or at least rebuilt in the way that we would like it rebuilt. I think according to biblical prophecy and just the way things are going in the world, there's a very likely chance that this kind of new world order mandate that so many of the globalists are pushing is probably going to happen. And so the alternative to that is that we have to do everything that we can to build a system and to build our lives in a way that can protect us and kind of be a hedge around that. A while back, I've said it before on this channel, but a while back I was talking to a friend, and he used the analogy that, you know, it's kind of like trying to stop a train by standing in the middle of the tracks and getting that train to stop. It's not a very likely chance that you're going to be successful in that. And that train, of course, is this corrupt system that is just going downhill. He said, instead of standing in the tracks and trying to stop that train because it's going the wrong direction, why not take all that effort and just build our own set of tracks and put our own train on it and build our own way. And I think that's probably the better way to go. It's not going to be easy. Preparedness isn't easy. Homesteading isn't easy. Self-sufficiency and living that lifestyle isn't easy. It's very fulfilling, but it's certainly not easy. There's a lot easier lifestyles, especially in this modern world, that we could take on that would greatly reduce the amount of work and stress that we have. But it's not about being easy. It's about doing what's the right thing to do. And I believe the path that many of you are on is definitely the better path. And understanding that we have to regain control of our lives. That's been something that's been going on for decades now, of people little by little chipping away at their personal individuality and their personal rights and their personal liberties of having the control over their life in the palm of their hands. They've been giving that up to the government and giving that up to the system, and that's what we're left with is what we see now is a society of people that's just so incapable of doing things on their own, that when some new great reset comes along or some new great Agenda 2030, they have no other choice but to accept it, because they're not capable of doing anything on their own. And you and I realize that's a problem, and that's why we're embracing this lifestyle, as hard as it may be at times, even though there may be struggles and not as much reward sometimes as we think there should be. We do it because we know that the times ahead of us are perilous, and they do look pretty dark. And that if we continue down this path of self-sufficiency, this path of preparedness, and building community around us, that we have a better chance of surviving what's ahead. Again, I do believe that the Pope is probably right in what he says. And I hope that many of you are hearing, whether it's his message, my message, or someone else's here on YouTube or other places, that it's time to get yourself ready, to get prepared to build the kind of the walls around your family and around others that are close to you, because there's a war out there going on. I mean, it may not be that the conventional type of war that we're used to seeing in the movies and news every day, although it is in some places. But there is certainly a war going on out there, and it's a war for you. They want you, and they want to take away that part of you that is free, that part of you that still holds on to traditional beliefs, that part of you that still believes that there's a importance in a relationship with our Father in heaven. They want to destroy that. They want you dependent on them. They want you serving them. They want you believing in them. They want you worshiping them and their false idols and all of that kind of stuff. I mean, I could go deeply into that, but the point is, this great reset, this Agenda 2030, this New World Order, all of these little catchphrases that we use, it is most definitely happening. It's on us. It's all around us. You can see it in just about every segment of society and business. We can see it taking over in its ideals and homes. Look at how much has changed just in the last few years. It's absolutely shocking. 5 years ago, most of you would not believe 5 years ago if I told you the things that are happening today would be happening. You wouldn't believe it. And especially 10 years ago. In a short amount of time, a lot has changed in our world. As a group of a society, we've accepted so much that we would have never accepted before, as normal, as okay, or as to be tolerant of. And we have to stop that as individuals, as families. We have to put our foot down and say, no more, not here, not in my home. We're gonna forge a different path. We're gonna do something different, and it's gonna be kind of like what we did before, but better. because we're not going down this path of this evil, globalist, satanic world order that is upon us. Folks, it's time to get your houses in order, to take it serious, because there are some tough times ahead. I don't know how close we are to those tough times, or is it just going to keep incrementally happening? But either way, we must start working on our own lives, our families, and supporting the other families around us that are of like mind. Getting your houses in order and preparing mentally, physically, and spiritually is going to be the best way that you can go to prepare yourselves against all that's happening. Folks, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.